Hey guys, Cindrash here, and I'm a little late to the party by a couple days, but what can you expect? Being chronically ill makes it hard to actually keep up with a lot of things and do them in real time, but hey, here we are. So I just wanted to talk about the important Gimmick interception that is coming soon. And by soon, I mean on the 26th. We're going to hear more about it. But I figured I'd like to speculate first and try to put some theories to rest, or at least disprove them as much as I can while trying to bring up a new theory about what is actually happening. So let's go over the post. So this post is by Lord Loud and Clear. If you don't know, I believe Loud and Clear was the one who did Crash the Cellbot and the Cashbot way back when. So that's already a hint towards what might be happening. But let's continue reading before we speculate. Toons, this is Lord Loud and Clear, leader of the Toon Resistance, with an important announcement. Ever since the launch of the Cellbot field offices, us Resistance Rangers have been keeping a close eye on all COG activity to ensure they don't slip anything past us again. This has been a much easier goal to accomplish thanks to the Gimmick device within our Cellbot Task Force hideout. For those that you don't know, the Gimmick device is the thing near, I think it's Googly Moogly, and it just kind of watches over things, kind of shows off some stuff. And I know it's hard to read, especially because this game is kind of low res when you think about it. It's hard to read some of the stuff on that board too. Let's continue. Just recently, the Gimmick managed to print out a company-wide memo sent from the chairman himself. That is all in bold, by the way. That is very important to note. With some zoom and enhanced technology provided to us by Dr. Googly Moogly, we've been able to get a much clearer image of what the text says. So let's take a look. So it's just a regular text document to CC to all that stuff to every department. So this is going to all the COGs. It says, to all employees of COGs Incorporated. This is from the department executives. Subject is an important announcement regarding the future of COGs Incorporated to the employees of COGs Incorporated. As you are all aware, briefing notes from a recent conference amongst company executives were provided to you. These notes detail concerns that were brought forward to me by your department executives regarding such things as Toon's silliness levels are on the incline, reported production numbers are less than ideal, substandard security measures, employee competency or a lack thereof. I do not take these concerns lightly. It has been nearly a decade since our initial attempt at negotiations with the Toons and have very little to show for it. Such to my chagrin. Talks with department executives are ongoing, however, the groundwork is best set for corporate restructuring within each department. More details are set to be released in your inboxes on May 26th. I understand many of you are concerned about your positions within the company and want to assure you that yes, you should be concerned. Every single one of you is expendable, even those of you who have been here for years. I won't sell it short. All of your positions are up for review. Any severance will be paid up front in cash. After all, my word is law, and I am your boss. Keep your inbox open at all times for further announcements. Get back to work, the chairman. Department changes, executive meetings, more details. Who knows what those dastardly cogs are up to and what's going to happen on May 26th. Toons, we need to stay one step ahead of this. We can't let this information get past us. Any changes could spell sadness for us Toons, so keep a close pair of eyes and ears on any new information. With Toontown's birthday celebration just around the corner, it's critical that we stay on high alert for any COG shenanigans. If us Resistance hear any news, we'll pass it along to you. Until next time, keep them busting. With laughter. Lord Loud and Clear, leader of the Toon Resistance. First off, how dare you, Lord Loud and Clear? Last time I mentioned anything about busting, I got permabanned. But I guess you're allowed to get away with it, you know. You are, the leader of the Toon Resistance, so I guess that's fair. Double standards and all that. But let's take a little bit of a closer look at actually the CC message itself. There are very important things that are highlighted that we need to focus on. First being that it's been a decade. Second, the corporate restructuring. Third, May 26th. And fourth is all the different COGs are listed in bold. Cell, Cash, Law, and Boss. Now, the main thing is let's talk about some of the things that it can't be that people thought it was going to be. First one, it's not going to be Cashbot CFOs. You know, the whole COs with Cashbots, it's not going to happen. That is probably a far off future. They also told us nothing like that is going to be happening this year, and nothing super groundbreaking is happening. If you guys remember that from earlier in the year when they talked about what is going to happen with Toontown this year, they had no announcements. They had nothing planned. Second off, this is not going to be a Crash the Lawbot event. While I do believe that we will be getting more Lord Loudon cards, because I believe for the Crash the Sellbot and Crash the Cashbot, there were specific rewards that allowed you to get some very, very strong SOS cards. So I highly recommend farming them if it is this. But I also highly doubt that it's going to be anything like Crash the Lawbot. Instead, I would think it's more of Crash the Executive's Office. I know this sounds a little crazy, but the Executive's Office door has been under construction for 7 years? Something close to that, or since the beginning of Toontown at least. Certainly longer than I've been playing. But I highly believe that it is not going to be anything of that nature. It might introduce executive cogs, but I highly doubt it. I would wager that if it does bring executive cogs, it's only going to be specifically for specific bots, and they're going to be random chances. So it might be like anywhere from, you know, cold callers all the way up to Mr. Hollywood's, where we're going to have executives, something similar to Corporate Clash. But I don't even think it's going to be that either. You see, I think they're going to restructure a lot of what the cogs have to offer and how they function. And how we're going to take care of that is we are going to get into massive fights. There's going to be non-stop invasions. There's going to be non-stop battles. We're going to have to be doing stuff either from Sellbot or from Toon HQ itself. And we'll be getting very, very strong SOS cards. I don't think this is going to be a super strong event. I think it's just going to be something fun to tide us over for what is actually coming. And what is most likely coming in the next year, not soon, but in the next year, is going to be the actual executive's office opening, as well as executive cogs coming out. I know this probably isn't going to be the most exciting update or the most exciting prediction on my end, but it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. They're focusing on all the different Sellbots, Cashbots, Lawbots, Bossbots. They're talking about corporate restructuring. Typically when you do that, you're talking about either getting rid of stuff or bringing new stuff in. And the best way to go about bringing new stuff in is going to be bringing in executive cogs. Chances are, if they do bring in executive cogs, they're not going to be bringing in the entire thing. It's just going to be a little mini event as like a little taste test. Some structural testing to see if, you know, it actually functions and works well. And then if it does, then they're going to bring in the entire executive line later in the year or next year. But that's it for my speculations. I'd love to hear what you guys think is actually going to happen, and leave a comment down below. Like to hear more about my speculations in the future, or if anything related to Toontown, please drop a sub. I'm doing the Iron Man series as we're speaking, and it's getting pretty crazy. And I hope you guys enjoy that series and this video as well, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.